But I thought I would maybe start off with a little song that I wrote quite a while ago now, and it's called Daniel. And this song was written about the boyfriend that I had when I was 7 and I was in primary 2. And I remember looking over at Daniel's colouring in and thinking it was the most fantastic colouring in I had ever seen anyone do, and I was quite taken with him. And Daniel and I lost touch when we went to different high schools, but through the power of social media we managed to reconnect a few years ago, and I've seen on his Facebook page that he has now gone and pursued his art, because I think he went to university and did a few different jobs. But for him, art was always the thing that he should be doing, and he's now a gorgeous artist who paints lovely pictures. And yeah, so this is a song all about love at the age of 7, and it's called Daniel, and I hope you enjoy. Daniel's a painter, he passes his time tracing the lines of the hills that he finds. Daniel was promised that he would be wise, to stick to the vines, to follow the lines drawn for him. Drawn for him. It's been 22 years since I saw him. He was my first true friend. Daniel, I fear we have fallen again. Open up your eyes, let your colors fly. Daniel, you and I were destined for this. Torn are the pages of books that we read, the lines that we tread from the years that we met, inching but closer to losing our heads and putting to bed the dreams that we said would be for us. Be for us. It's been 22 years since I saw him. He was my first true friend. Daniel, I fear we have fallen again. Open up your eyes, let your colors fly. Daniel, you and I were destined for this. We're destined for this. Open up your eyes and let your colors fly. 'Cause Daniel, you and I were destined for this. thank you so much. So it's lovely to be back performing, doing some online streams. It's been a while, so thank you so much for Black Frog for having me along and for organising this and putting it all together so expertly. So that was a wee song, a love song, and it really was a song about taking your passions and following them as well. So I'm just going to give myself a wee tune up here. And the next song that I'm going to sing for you today is a song about just making the most of the little things in life and appreciating the moment while we still can. This song's called Lady, and this was one of the first songs that I wrote on my sort of songwriting journey when I started really seriously songwriting about 3 years ago. And yeah, it's just a little reminder to just make the most of what we have. So I'm seeing some comments coming up. I've got my phone sitting beside me. I'm always terrified when I'm doing these live streams that I'm actually streaming to nobody. So I can see that there's people there. So thank you so much for joining on. And hopefully we'll be without any technical difficulties. Excellent. Right, so we're going to crack on. This song is called Lady.
She wakes to the sound of the willow, leaves trembling in the wind. The branches are weaving around her, cocoon in her skin. Where she as a young girl resided, now golden leaves carpet the floor. The branches above her once brimming with life, green and inviting no more. Seasons change, she remains, spinning through life like a sycamore seed, needing only the wind and the space to be free. Her arms open wide and her face to the sky. You don't need that much to feel alive. Now when she looks at that willow, she knows that it won't be too long. Feet that took a root in the forest are soon to be withered and gone. Seasons change, she remains, spinning through life like a sycamore seed, needing only the wind and the space to be free. Her arms open wide and her face to the sky. You don't need that much to feel alive. Seasons change, she slips away, spinning through life like a sycamore seed, needing only the wind and the space to be free. Her arms open wide and her face to the sky. She didn't need much, spinning through life like a sycamore seed, needing only the wind and the space to be free. Her arms open wide and her face to the sky. She didn't need much.
Thank you very much. So yeah, that was a little song called Lady, and I actually originally wrote that on the piano, and then I found that carrying a piano to gigs was much heavier than carrying a guitar, so I kind of altered the chords a little bit and just made it into more of a guitar piece. But that's been one that's been in the repertoire for a little while, and I feel like it's kind of settled into itself. I always think when you write a song at first, it's kind of structure-wise unknown, and you kind of change it every time you do it. But I feel with that one, it's quite settled. And normally, I don't know if he's watching, but normally I've got some pals that would play on that with me, Donald and Chaz, if they're watching. And I did a nice gig at the Tron Theatre in Glasgow when we were still allowed to do gigs, and I had a lovely double bass player in there as well, which was a treat. So I'm going to move on now, and I'm going to sing a song called Shadows. And the plan for this year, in case you don't already know, I had released an EP at the tail end of last year. Here's one I made earlier, and on this EP there's 4 tracks. There's Hunter, Floating Free, which I'll play today, See in the Dark, Perhaps I Never Will. They're available on my website, www.nicoevmusic.com. But the plan for this year is that I'm hoping to get an album done. So this next song is one that I would really like to feature on the album. I wrote this probably about a year ago, and I'm really desperate to get it recorded. So it's called Shadows. I'll just take a little sip. It's just peppermint tea, nothing that exciting. And then we'll just make sure that we're in tune, and then we'll go for it. Now I hope the guitar's coming out nicely to you. I did a wee sound check earlier and it was a wee bit quiet, so if it's a wee bit quiet you can let me know, it's easy to fix. So this song is Shadows. Shed your scars like skin. You drew your arrow high, shot with abandon.
shut it off, start again. Shed your scars like skin. If you were to see my face tonight, would you wonder where I'd be? Do you think that you could recognize the shadows of who I've been? If you were to see my face tonight, would you wonder where I'd be? Do you think that you could recognize the shadows of who I'd been? The night it goes the day, threatens to take it.
Thank you. There's a wee nod to a Robert Burns lyric in there. The man's the gold, they say, so why do we break him? I don't know if you're familiar with the Robert Burns poem, A Man's a Man for All That, but it's one of my favourite poems and one of my favourite songs, and there's a line in there that says the man's the gold, which I guess he's just saying strength of character is the most important thing. So yeah, we nod to Robert. Now I can see there's quite a few people watching. I'm not exceedingly techie, but I think there might be a way that you could share this live video. It should be quite obvious. I think it's down the bottom right and it's a little arrow that says share. If you feel you would like to share this with you could post it on your feed or you could share it in a message. I think please do feel free. I'm always I really love connecting with new people, and that would be a really good way to just try and get some of my music out there. So please, if you feel that you would like to do that, please just click the share. You guys will be able to work it out, I'm sure. I've had to suddenly become a bit techie over the lockdown. I'd never done a live stream before. Nick actually asked me to do. Nick's the organiser, one of the organisers for this event, and he also ran the Isolation Music Festivals, and that was my first ever go at live streaming. It was terrifying pressing the button. I had no idea what I was doing. So yeah, I had to get a bit more techie. So this next song is called Travelling Song, and it's really just about finding your own path. So I hope you enjoy it.
Where's the greenest grass you've ever seen? Won't you point me towards those fields of green? Pick me a flower of every color, but don't look at me with those eyes of my mother. Gradually, my friend will bear the weight as my worries I'll shed along the way, and heel to toe I'll carve out my own road, and I'll pray to God my feet know where to go. We all need something, a reason to live true. We all need someone, and for me that isn't you. So I'll travel on this road I'm treading, get wherever I am getting, but for now I'm only regretting. Keep forgiving, not forgetting. Hit where the sun is setting. Keep my lucky coins for betting. Travel on this road I'm treading. Get wherever I am heading. Looking forward, not regretting. Keep forgiving, not forgetting. Hit where the sun is setting. Keep my lucky coin for betting. Head wherever I am headed to. 'Cause I'm only passing through.
Thank you. How nice would travelling be right now? I spent a good, I would say a good hour last week looking up flights and an Airbnb, just because I wanted to imagine I was booking a holiday. How sad is that? And I made sure the flights and the dates of the accommodation actually matched. And that was how desperate I was to kind of book a holiday. Obviously I didn't, because we can't, but I just fancied having a look through. I'm missing travelling. So the next song that I'm going to play for you, I kind of do something a bit rogue with my guitar here. I've got a terrible habit of tuning my guitar, kind of abusing it really, tuning it far too high or far too low. So I'm just going to take this down and hope none of the strings go. That has happened in previous lives. And the next song I'm going to sing for you is a song called Just Hold On. And I wrote this for a friend who was having a really tough time with sort of family situations, and she'd been through a lot and was just kind of in the thick of it. And this song is just a reminder that in the midst of crisis and things like that, that things will always get better. I think it's quite important to remember that just now, isn't it? I don't know where you are in the world, but for us, it's so snowy here in Glasgow, and my nose is freezing. I wish I'd put the heating on before before I started doing the live stream. We've had a huge amount of snow. It's been a kind of, a foot out the front door, a whole foot of snow over the last wee while. Makes for good snowball fights and for good snowman making. There we go. Okay, thanks for bearing with me. So this is Just Hold On.
Keep on fighting your courage. Let your light loose, ready to run. And don't let it go, little one. Your voice is soft as a whisper, but your words heavy, sink like a stone. So don't let it go till they go down alone. Oh, I know your heart is breaking. Oh, I question to no one, with lifeless hangings on the wall. So don't let it go till you watch it fall. Oh, I know your heart is breaking. Oh, I know you're feeling more alone. Just remember, little darling, it is always darkest right before the dawn. Oh, I know your heart is breaking. Oh, I know you're feeling more alone. Just remember, little darling, it is always darkest right before the dawn. Before the dawn, just hold on.
Thank you so much. I don't know if you could hear, but my bottom string's a bit baggy there. I think when you detune it so much, it sometimes just, it gives you a bit of a twang. So, talking of abusing my guitar, I'm now going to tune it right up to normal tuning. So, I have tried to craft my set so that I don't need to tune all the time. And somebody once said to me, like, you've got a million guitars on the wall, like, why don't you just tune them up to what you need, which is very sensible. But the little input that I'm using only has two channels, so I need one for my mic and one for my guitar, and it would mean switching over all the time, and yeah, it would just be too complex. So I'm afraid you'll have to bear with me, hoping that I don't snap the strings. I actually left my notifications up here. I've got my phone here, as I said before, and I've noticed a few people have gone and followed me on Instagram from the stream today, so thank you so much for doing that. It's really really appreciated. And I think I only got onto Instagram maybe 2 years ago now or something, and the numbers are slowly keeping up, but I do appreciate, so thank you for, I couldn't quite see who it was that's followed me on Instagram, but thank you if it was you. Please do feel free to keep in touch with me on social media. Everything's just Nico Ev Music, and if you go to my website and sign up for the newsletter, I send out occasional newsletters just to let you know about things that are happening, so feel free to do that as well if you would like to. This is where it snaps. Made it. Okay, no disasters just yet. So this is a song that I wrote that I haven't actually performed very much, but I wanted to share it with you today. It's actually a song called Rosa, and it's about the lady Rosa Parks, who was really influential in the civil rights movement in America. And Rosa was one of the people on the buses, or one of the first people on the buses, that when she was told to move and give her seat up for a white person, she refused and she said no. And it sparked off a huge movement where people boycotted the buses, and they said, well, if we can't be treated in a civil way, we're not going to use your buses anymore. And a lot of black people, and a lot of white people actually as well, maybe not a lot, but it wasn't all one community. Some of the white community also boycotted the buses, and they walked to work for, I think it was over 300 days until they were allowed to have equal rights on the buses. And it was the start of a lot of changes that I think were very badly needed, and perhaps we're still kind of getting there with. So this song is a dedication to Rosa Parks.
my hand, and we could break this bread, for we are golden like the sun. The only tired I am is tired of giving in. We'll break the silence where it lies, destined to the skin that I am living in. I will not go unnoticed, I will not apologize. Rosa, you're a diamond in the light. Rosa, I will walk with you tonight. 300 days of walking with you arm in arm, a pride that won't be cast aside. We tread the same again to make them realize. Fear quickly dissipates when there's nothing else to hide. Rosa, you're a diamond in the light. Rosa, I will walk with you tonight. No, she said, I won't go, she said, for I am golden like the sun. Take my hand, and we can break this bread, for we are golden like the sun.
Thank you very much. An important reminder that although we're maybe small, we can make a big difference. So that was Rosa. Now, I didn't want to chop and change too much, but I thought since it was Valentine's Day, I wanted to sing you a little love song, which I'm going to do on the piano. And this is one of my favourite songs, love songs, and I would say it's like really underrated. But I just think it's so simple. There's going to be a crack here, I think. It's so simple, but very beautiful. I hope you'll agree that it's beautiful. I'll try and make it beautiful. Right. Oh, I'm not seeing any piano coming in there. Let's try that again. Oh, I've got the channel muted. There we go. And my mic's still on. No, it's not. Hopefully. Ah, that's a shame. My piano's not coming through now, which is very annoying. 1, 2. Well, I'm sure you'll be able to pick up some of this in the mic. Anyway, if it's not coming through, it should be alright, hopefully. So yeah, this is a Tom Waits song, and it's called Picture in a Frame, and it's a wee Valentine's love song for you.
The sun came up, it was blue and gold. The sun came up, it was blue and gold. The sun came up, it was blue and gold. Ever since I put your picture in a frame, now I come calling in my Sunday best. Oh, I come calling in my Sunday best. Now I come calling in my Sunday best. Ever since I put your picture in a frame, now I'm gonna love you till the wheels come off. I love you, baby, and I always will. I love you, baby, and I always will. I love you, baby, and I always will. Ever since I put your picture in a frame, ever since I put your picture in a frame.
Thank you. I hope that piano came through. I'm hearing something. I'm hearing it slightly afterwards. So hopefully it's coming out just at the right time for you. I'm hearing it very quietly, slightly afterwards. Oh, I think I know what's happening. It's using the Bluetooth through my phone, which is connected up to the piano. So I'll turn that off and hopefully that won't happen. There we go. There we go. Hopefully that didn't affect that too badly. So it's been really lovely to spend Valentine's Day with you all. Thank you very much for coming to join me. I wanted to sing you a song that I don't normally, well, not that I don't normally sing. I don't actually normally use the piano for it, but I wanted to see how the piano lent itself to this today. This is a little song called Sea in the Dark. And I showed you the EP. This is another track on the EP. It's an unreleased track actually. It's not been released at all. This version I'm about to do is very different from the one that's on the EP, but I thought I would give it a go. So I hope you enjoy it. This song's called Sea in the Dark.
Boy, you're a thief, a master of illusion. You started again. You ended up losing, feet in the fire, stifle the burning, insatiable hunger, incapable yearning. Oh, you are made from skin and bones, marking out the road map as you go. How will the river flow? The more you learn, the less you find you know. And I might be falling apart, but I'm taking this heart and I'm working it hard, so I can go back to the start. Though I'm broken, I'm scarred, but I can see in the dark. I can see in the dark. turning over days. The words have gotten lost, or have they been misplaced? And if so, at what cost? Oh, you are made from skin and bones, marking out the roadmap as you go. How will the river flow? The more you learn, the less you find you know. And I might be falling apart, but I'm taking this heart and I'm working it hard, so I can go back to the start. Though I'm broken and scarred, but I can see in the dark. I can see in the dark. Take all these broken pieces and fit them together. We'll fix them with gold and wait for a brighter day. And I might be falling apart, but I'm taking this heart and I'm working it hard, so I can go back to the start. Though I'm broken and scarred, but I can see in the dark. I can see in the dark. Oh, I can see in the dark. I can see in the dark. I can see in the dark.
Thank you. So yeah, that was a new version. There's going to be a little pop, I think, on your end again. I'm just going to switch in my guitar again. Oops. So yeah, I'm just going to leave you now with one final track. This was my latest single, and it's called Floating Free. Again, it's on the EP, and really this song is just about letting go of control and just letting life take the reins and going with it. And I think just now we're all kind of doing a bit of that. You can't really plan very far ahead or really know what you're doing at all. So I think the name of the game is just to float free. So thank you once again to the organisers at Black Frog Presents. It's been a real pleasure to connect with you all and to for them to share their platform and allow me to reach hopefully some new and some existing audience members. So thank you so much for listening. I've been Nico Ev. Please keep in touch with me. I'm going to leave you now with one final song, Floating Free. Now I've just remembered I've not done the techie bit of this, so let me just see if I can get that quickly so that the guitar is going to be coming through. There we go. Excellent.
Tiptoe towards me, don't ever let me go. One by one we will shoot the crows, and you know you'll never know. Tap my window, I will let you in. You're not counting, but you're losing count. You're no judge, but your jury's out, and it's not what it's not. What if you were more than just the sum of all your parts? What if you were more than you and me? No longer drifting in a sea of broken hearts, but floating free, floating free, floating free, floating free, floating free, floating free. What if you were more than just the sum of all your parts? What if you were more than you and me? No longer drifting in a sea of broken hearts, but floating free, floating free. What if you were more than just the sum of all your parts? What if you were more than you and me? No longer drifting in a sea of broken hearts, but floating free, floating free, floating free.
Thank you so much for joining me today and for connecting with me, and I hope to see you all very, very soon, and I wish you a happy Valentine's Day, and I hope you're all keeping safe and well. Thank you very much. I've been Nico Ev. See you soon.
She is a hunter, bears an arrow across her back. Soul has golden spirit, walks the long way, looking back. When she sleeps, she thinks about the rain. She believes in wonder, open arms out towards the sun. Heart bold as a lion, restless feet were bound to run. When she sleeps, she thinks about the rain. Thoughts in dark circles lingering. Take this tiny body, tie a knot into a string, and keep on watching. You will see it fade away. When she sleeps, she thinks about the rain. Thoughts in dark circles lingering. She is a hunter, bears an arrow across her back.